Hey Ewans, welcome back to my channel. It's Winnie BLV, Mouth of the South. No intro, no outro. It's just this hoe. So today, guys, it is a simple question and answer. I don't know that they're going to be simple, but hey, I'll try to make them fun and interesting too. But I asked you guys to ask me things that you wanted to know about me, and I'm kind of like, I've seen people do this, but the reason I've never done it in 3 years is because I just really felt like nobody really cared to know that much about an old lady. But it seems like you do, because there's a few. I mean, not too many, but I noticed that I have some. So I'll go from Instagram, because I asked this on my community post on YouTube and also asked you guys on Instagram. So I'll start with Instagram and then work my way over to the community post. It'll probably be a long video because, not because there's so many questions probably, but just because I'm long-winded and I like to talk. I don't know if y'all noticed that about me. But anyhow, I appreciate anybody taking the time out to ask me any question. I don't care at all. I don't mind at all to answer anything. Usually you guys just ask me down in the comments, and I'm glad to tell you there. I have on my, Yota got me this shirt when I first became a grandma. Greatest moms get promoted to grandma. I'm having another little grandbaby this week. My son and his wife are expecting their baby hopefully tomorrow. This is Monday, so she's being induced tomorrow. So we'll see another little baby. Yes, little granddaughter. So yeah, she's got room to get some of these bags out here. Okay. So I'm going to just start from the top and go down. This is so funny, doesn't she always? All right, so from Dale, Dale's Addiction. Hey, girl. So, sexy time song. Girl, it's songs. I have a whole playlist. I mean, I'm not even, guys, I'm not even kidding. Let me see if I can, yeah. So it says effing music. And I want to tell you, this is a funny question because I really do have a whole playlist. And what's funny is the playlist used to be this long, and now it's we're getting older, so it's literally like 5 or 6 songs now. But these are my sexy time songs. Can I play a snippet or will I get in trouble? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, sookie, sookie now. You know that one. It's called Groove Me by King Floyd. I do love Ed Sheeran. I know people give him a lot of crap, but I love that song. It's called Thinking Out Loud. I love Nina Simone. Oh, this song that she has, Hi, you know how I feel. I love that song. It's called Feeling Good. When it gets to the part, I mean, it's got a little tiny intro there where she's singing. When it gets to the part that everything kicks in, it goes dun, 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 dun. I mean, that's just effing music right there. Like, that is just love making music. You can't tell me any way else. Let's see. How about this one? Loving you. Otis Redding, I've been loving you too long. Solomon Burke. I mean, I'm going way back on these guys, but these are just my all-time favorite. Da-na-na. That one, it's called Cry to Me. Oh, cry to me. Yeah, and this is the last one. I told you my playlist went from, 25 songs to 5 or 6. But this is the all-time, my all-time crush groove right here is Arms of Mine. Makes me feel some sort of way just hearing my F list. Okay, so thank you, Dale, for that song. I don't know if you wanted me to go into that. But anyway, Dale also says Dream Holiday Destination. Bill said this, we haven't been on vacation in 3 years now. We're actually going somewhere this fall. And when I started to look around for places to go, I asked him, like, where do you want to go? Like, let's do something different. Let's do it. And he was like, I don't care where it is as long as I don't have to work or be in this house for one more minute. So we don't care if it's, 40 miles down the road or 4,000 miles. We just want to spend the time together as a family and get out. You know what I mean? But we like beach vacations. I particularly don't love the beach. I love a vacation. My all-time favorite place is to go visit my cousin in Vegas. We have the best time. I don't get any sleep, but it is a rocking, fun, good time. I have never been to New York City, so I really would like to go to New York City, and maybe my dream will come true. But Dale, I'd always love to come and see you in Australia. That would be just a kick. I mean, I would love to see you and Meredith and Jessie and Tanya and the whole gang. Australia girls are my fave. You guys are my favorite. My cousin in Vegas, it's so funny. She said, when are you going to call your favorite? Okay, I'm going to call you in a minute. What would your dream, this is from Jessie. Hey Jessie, hey girl. What would your dream Louis Vuitton collaboration be? Well, I would love for them to do another drop. I know Virgil's gone, but I'd love to see another Nike and Louis Vuitton collab, because I tried to get in on the lottery thing where you stayed in the waiting room, and I got in the waiting room and I was like, oh, it's gonna happen, and it never did. And then that big message came up, sorry, you didn't get a pair, bye bitch. So I would love to see that roll around again. I would love to see that several more times. I don't know, Murakami again. I wish Marc Jacobs was back. So I would ultimately, though, a Murakami and LV again, ride together. Yes, I would be down to buy, if I had the money, I would be down to buy anything from that collab. This is a daily dose of chic. Hi, honey. Have you always been cool and hilarious? I adore your humor. I have always tried to. I want to say when I was younger, that came across as probably mean. Because I think in high school and grammar school, coming up, and even in college, I've had people come up to me and say, you kind of hurt my feelings, and I can get that. I get that, and it's something that I have had to work on, because comedy for me, being funny, is sometimes at the expense of another person. It's not anymore. I don't do that. I tried not to do that because I never want to hurt anyone. So. Cool, I don't think that I am cool, and my kids would definitely tell you I'm not, but thank you for saying that. That makes my day. So what's next from Maddie of Snows 77707. She said she's thinking of doing a channel change name, so that'll be cool. But I mean, I like Snow. I know that's her dog, Snow. So that's why yep. Okay, what's next? I'm just giving out everybody else's business, like I know stuff. What's next on your list? I would love, seriously, and usually a lot of times I'll have it on reserve when I say, I would love to get, but I don't have this on reserve. I don't think that I will have the money. I'm trying to take a break. I have a few things that I still need to show you that I went a little crazy this summer, but I'm trying actively not to buy things right now. But next on my list, I would love to have a twist, but no, girl. She's not paying $4,500 for a daggone LV twist. When you walk out of the boutique with that twist, it's $2,500 off list as soon. I don't know why either, because they're so gorgeous and I love them. But I would definitely buy a twist pre-loved, but I would love to have an on-the-go tote in the PM size, in the small size. And I don't really even care what the print is, to tell you the truth. I would love to get a monogram one, and I don't think they make a fully monogrammed in the PM yet, so I don't know. I'm not crazy about the pink ones. Although I like pink, I'm not crazy about those. But that's what I would like to have next. If I, save the money or, sell something. Where would you like to travel to if you could go anywhere? That is from Nancy Sal. Hey, Nancy. I would love to go to see Winnie in England or Australia. I really would. Bill and I, when we first got together, we had only been dating probably 2 months at this point. He actually won through his sales at work. His boss turned down the trip to Australia. They had other engagements. I think they just had a baby and they couldn't go. And so when we first started dating, they came to us and said, you know, Bill is also eligible to go to Australia. It was to go to Melbourne. Would you all be interested? It cost, I think, $2,500 at the time. This was 1992. So it would have cost us like $2,500 in a deposit plus all the spending money, but everything else would have been free, plus 24 hours on a plane. So we did not do it, and we've sort of always kicked ourselves. Anytime a trip has come up since then, we've always said, yeah, we'll come up with the money and do it, because we feel like we'll never get the chance again after we lost that Australia trip. So that's one of the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. We wish we had done that. Is having Ruth Bag Lady, hey Ruth, is having a YouTube channel anything like you imagined it would be before you started? It is. I wish, of course, always, this is always going to be somebody's answer. I wish I had known all the things now that I know now back then that I could have applied to the channel. But I enjoy it. I don't have a ton of subscribers yet. And maybe I never will. I really tell you guys, that does not, that doesn't stress me out or anything. It doesn't bother me, because girl, I got nothing else to do. I just got bored, and then COVID hit, and I was just glad to have something to do. And this has really helped me, and I've made some great friendships. So, it is everything plus more. I like it. I enjoy it. That I make a tiny bit of money from it is just icing on the cake. I'm so happy that happened. Let's see. Katie here in Africa. Okay. I love you 1,000. Uh-oh. But do you ever feel your collection doesn't match your lifestyle in Kentucky? So I live in Tennessee, Katie. Which is, you know, people in Kentucky will say, Tennessee, oh please, we're so much better in Tennessee. And then people in Tennessee are like, Kentucky, we got it made down here. We're not Kentucky. But anyway, we're a lot alike. So I can see that I can see where you came up with that. But so doesn't match your lifestyle. Girl, what are you trying to say? I'm country and redneck, and I don't need to be having all these bags. But no, I get what you're saying. Where I live, there may not be boutiques or, you know, fancy shopping or whatever, big city life. But you cannot, I defy you to go to a shopping mall anywhere around here and not see a high-end bag, and maybe they're fakes, I don't know. But a Louis Vuitton bag, especially, everybody is into Louis Vuitton here. When I used to list my bags on YouTube Marketplace, they sold like that. I mean, people do, you know, have a lot of luxury bags. So does it match my lifestyle? Maybe it doesn't, but I've just always been into bags, and when I could, I've purchased high-end bags or higher end. So I don't feel like it doesn't match my lifestyle, because what does a high-end bag lifestyle look like anymore? Right? What does it look like? I don't think you're out here, I don't know, are you dripping with diamonds? Is that what you're trying to say, Katie? I don't know. I really don't, but no, it doesn't not match my lifestyle. And yet again, I am not one of those people that you would generally think, if you saw me, you'd see me carrying a nice bag, but you wouldn't know that, oh, that bitch has got, you know, whatever, thousands and thousands of dollars invested in bags. Right. You're right about that. Bill and I get lucky because, you know, he has a work truck. I don't know how this spiraled into this, but anyway, just saying, he has a work truck which is provided by the company that he works for. It is an old jalopy, but we don't have to pay for the gas or the insurance or any of the upkeep or any payments on it or anything. So we are lucky to just have to have one car. So I've always liked a luxury vehicle. I don't ever buy one brand new. I always buy one that's 2 or 3 years old that I, have had BMWs, Mercedes, Lexus a couple times. So I've had some really nice cars and we're lucky in that. So if you saw me out, you'd think already, oh, beesh, who is she? But that is bougie, right? I'm not rich. I'm just bougie. So, and that's okay. That's okay. Katie, thank you for your question. Luxus Samler, I think I'm saying that right. Where do you live? I live in East Tennessee. Yep. Are you married? From Lux Samler. Yes, I am. I have been married for 28 years, almost 28 years. This year will be 28 years. Let's see, Little Miss Venice, how young are you? Oh, that was sweet of you to say it like that. I am 53 years young. Her name is Rio. It cut me off. I see your husband. I ain't saying shit. I know nothing. Thank you. I'm serious about that. Oh, she goes on to say, how are you the best, most awesome? Love you so much. And if I see your husband, I ain't saying shit. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Ashley Brooke, 84, just wanted to say I love your videos. Thank you so much. That is always nice to hear. From June Waldecker, when did you start purchasing luxury handbags? In the late 90s. So in my late 20s, early 30s. Is when I first got the bug. And then I just never looked back. Until the last, say, 4 or 5 years, I did not purchase as much as I am now. I think I'm highly influenced. I also watch a lot of people unbox, and that influences me, and then I want the bag. And just to be brutally and frankly honest with you, because that's what this is, I'm not gonna lie to you. I used credit cards a lot, and I got into a whole lot of trouble when I first started this channel. I was buying like crazy. I could not really afford that lifestyle, like Katie said. I really couldn't. So yeah, that question makes sense to me. But now we're digging our way out of that. It's like when you have a YouTube channel, going back to Ruth's question, you feel like that what people want to see is you buying and unboxing fancy bags. You see some channels who, buy $30,000 worth of bags, or $50,000 or $100,000, and they just unbox and unbox. And I love that. I want to watch that all day long. I'm no shame in your game and no shade to you. But personally, me, I got it in my head that, I can buy some of these bags and unbox it. She cannot. She cannot. So it's taken a real toll on my finances. So yeah, that to say, I don't know where I went off on a tangent, but yeah, I did not ever purchase bags like this. I might have gotten one Louis Vuitton bag, a high-end bag, every 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years I would get one. Coach, Michael Kors, Kate Spade, all that, girl, nonstop. I bought 4, 5, 6, 7 of those every year. So yes. Sorry, my timer's going off for some reason. I don't even know what that was. June also says, how many kids do you have? I have 3 children and soon to be 3 grandchildren. So 2 of my kids are grown. I still have a teenager living in the house who is 15. So thank you for your questions. We're going to move over to, oh wow, looks like there's a lot in here. Nikki Eckford, these are the Facebook comment questions. Would you ever add a straw, wicker, or rattan bag to your collection? I actually do have one. It's way up high on a shelf. It's a no-name. I bought it at Belk at a department store for way clearance, or maybe even TJ Maxx. I can't remember. I think it's a TJ Maxx bag, but it's just a pink and green with a bamboo handle. But yes, I always, thank you for always giving me a giggle. Thank you for asking me this great question. I wanted to get the Longchamp little mini wicker bag. I think they came in red, like a natural brown, and then green trim, maybe a yellow. But I waited too long and I missed out on that train. So if I wanted to get one for next year, because the season to me to carry wicker bag, I feel like that's a summer thing. I know you'll never hear me say that, but I feel like that's kind of a summer thing. And so next year I would love to get a Loewe, the classic Loewe with the leather and the L moniker on the front. I love those. I really would. I've been looking at those, but I'm not going to get one this year. You have been sharing your scent of the day. Scent of the day today, guys. That does remind me. And this is from Melissa's Corner. Hey, girl. Is the new Gucci Flora in the Gorgeous or Jasmine. Yeah, Gorgeous Jasmine. I'm not going to go into what this is, but it's a glorified 1985 Gee, your hair smells terrific scent to me. It's good, but that's what it is. It's kind of a glorified shampoo scent to me. But I like it. Anyway, she says, you've been sharing your scent of the day, which I always look forward to. Oh, thank you. How long have you been into fragrance, and how many in my collection, and the top 3? So I have been into fragrance since I was in high school. Most of the time, the fragrance that I buy, I end up going to get me a fragrance and end up getting Bill one, because I just love to smell the cologne on him, and he loves cologne too. When I go, but you know, used to, I would wear a signature scent and just buy bottles of whatever it is I was into and wear that for like 2 years. And that, you know, would be a Bulgari scent, Givenchy scent, something like that, Gucci. But in the last, say, 3-4 years, I know I'm heavily influenced by watching all these videos, guys. I just upped my collection and his collection. I mean, it's just gone from, you know, this to this. So I would say we now together collectively have over 100 scents. And my top 3, a Trap Rev Louis Vuitton, of course Cosmic Cloud Louis Vuitton, and the third one that I'm just really, really crazy about, Parfums de Marly, not Delina, it's Oriana. Ooh, toasted marshmallow. But I have so many that I love now, so, but thank you for that question, that was nice. What do you consider to be forever bags in your collection? Very easy. This, which is the Louis Vuitton that I love. This, because I bought this in honor of this little sequinedy Fendi Sex and the City Nano. Because I bought that when my mom died in honor of her, because she loved purple. And yeah, I really think this Marc Jacobs tote here, I don't want to part with this one or this one. But everything else, I don't know. It changes all the time, guys. But yeah, for sure, this, I don't even, guys, this one, except for the fact that, oh yeah, I needed to address that in the video. I will coming up, but God, I'm sick over that. But I think this one I will never part with too, is the Prada Crystal. Well, now I can't because it's damaged. Nobody will ever buy it. But thank you for that question. Living Lux with Meredith. Hey girl, I love you. You're so great and wonderful. I really do love her channel. Given your amazing knowledge of fragrances, have you tried Jo Malone, and do you have an opinion? I have tried Jo Malone. I bought a sampler pack this year, and I do like most of her fragrances. I bought, however, just to test the waters, I do own Nectarine Blossom and Honey, and I pair this, I know y'all are tired of hearing me say this, but I layer this with Tom Ford Bitter Peach. and it is amazing, because who knew that Nectarine was just a hairless peach, but it is. So yes, those go well together, and that is my only reason for buying that, because I thought, oh, I'm gonna tone this bitter peach down with that. Thank you for that question. What does your family think of your YouTube channel? They could care less. I know my daughter and her husband watch all the time, and then the little babies, that's how they get to see me, because they don't live here anymore. So when they put me on a video, I think my son and his, they could care less. They could care less. But, and my daughter, unless I say, hey, look at this and see if this looks okay, she'll watch it then, but no. Bill, I think after the first 10 or 20 videos, he was like, yeah, I'm out. No, he couldn't tell you what these videos are about. So that's why I tell you, girl, don't tell him nothing, because he don't watch anymore. P.S. We need to see more Bill. Yes, I am planning on doing a video with him, on him rating some fragrances for me. So yeah. Favorite vacation spot? James Jam, we already said. Also, what states have you all visited? Hey, James. Love you, girl. We have been to California, Texas. We flew into Dallas one time coming back from Hawaii. Hawaii we've been to. And we were smokers. It's been years and years. We haven't smoked in 20-something odd years, but years and years and years ago in the 90s, you had to go outside. The first start, now you can't smoke anywhere, but they had smoking rooms in some places. But I know the Dallas Fort Worth airport, I guess that's what they call it, they didn't have a smoking section, so we had to go outside. They kept directing us outside. We were like, oh my God, it was like 10 degrees outside, and we were out there just, you know, smoking, and we were like, holy crap, I thought Dallas was supposed to be hot. But it was January, and we were like freaking out. But that, we've never been to Texas. We would love to go to Texas. Texas seems really fun, and of course to see Autumn. Bill's been to New York. I have not. We've been to Florida several times, of course Atlanta, all the states around us. We have been to Ohio, Pennsylvania, Indiana. I've been to Arkansas. That's based Chicago. Well, Illinois. Chicago's not a state. Let's see. Or as my mom used to say, Illinois. I love that about her. But yeah, that's it. Never Michigan, because, you know, I'm an Ohio State girl, and we're not doing that. Mississippi, we love to gamble in Mississippi. But yeah, so not really a whole lot, to tell you the truth. We're not really world travelers, are we? We need to get out more. Do you plan to meet Autumn and Yota in person? So I do. I was really sad that I was unable to get off work and, you know, buy tickets and go to be with Autumn and Yota when they had their excursion. I'm really sad about that, but we really do definitely want to meet up. From Always Sophie, that was from Ann T. Sorry, 9699. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. Okay. If you could design your own handbag from any brand, what would it look like, and from which brand? It would definitely be, I guess, Louis Vuitton, because that's just what I like the most. Maybe it's just because I have the most of those. That's what I like. It would definitely look like a Speedy of some sort. Probably with a lot of different colors, because I like color blocking and all that. So something color blocked, and in the Speedy 20 size, I really like that size now. So yeah, it would look like a satchel for sure, because that is my favorite type of bag, or they call it a Boston bag or whatever. Yes. From Always Sophie. Did I say that? Okay. If you could meet 3 people or animals, dead or alive, who would they be, and what would you say? Gosh, I would love to see my grandmother again, and my mom, of course. But if we're talking about famous people, it'd always be a comedian. Joan Rivers, for sure. And we would talk about, you know, making people laugh. I want to know. Carol Burnett, I don't think she's gone yet, but I'll have to check that. I'm not sure. I hope not. Carol Burnett, oh God, Lily Tomlin, I think is hilarious. Ruth Buzzy. Yeah, all those old comedians. I love them. And so yeah, we would just talk about making jokes and the things that they've seen and done and all that. That would be amazing. Okay, from April, if you were a handbag, which one would you be? Any bags in your collections have sentimental value to you, and why? What advice do you wish you could go back and give your younger self? Girl, I would go back and tell my younger self, put down that damn fork, girl, stop. You're never gonna get this weight off. And also I would tell my high school and college self, pluck your eyebrows, girl. You got a unibrow, stop, I would do, hands down, that would be the advice. Also, she says, if you were a handbag, which one would you be? I mean, it's not very exciting, but I'd probably be a Speedy. I've been saying that. I love a Speedy, and if I could be, I don't know though, I would want to be a bandolier because I would want you to crossbody me. Yeah, girl. Oh, yeah. I definitely want to be crossbodied. Okay, what advice? Okay, we already said that. And bags in your collection that have sentimental value to you, and why? I have a Caba Piano that was my first boutique bag that Bill bought me back in like 2005 in Vegas. So that one I don't think I'll get rid of. Plus the resale on it's crap, so why not keep it? I've carried the crap out of it. I love this one just because I had such a freaking hard on getting it, you know what I mean? So that one. And I know people are going to say, what about this? You always said, I know, I really don't know what to say, but also this little bag that I bought right the week of when my mom died, and just to remember her. But those are, and this one here, because my best friend painted that picture on that bag and gave it to me for my birthday. So thank you for that question. Fuchsia Floyd, hello Eva. Favorite brick and mortar store for shopping, favorite online store site for shopping. Fashion File, I love, and I do a lot of, so I buy pre-loved a lot. So I go on eBay, Mercari, and Fashion File, the biggest. If you went to my history, that's what would be the most. Brick and mortar, I would say Marshalls and TJ Maxx and Target. Like, I go there too much. That's, yeah. Thank you for that question. Ash at Lux. What is on your fine jewelry wish list? I mean, if we're going to be wishing for something, I would love to add to my stack one of those, what is it? Cartier love bracelets or whatever. Oh yeah, I'd love that, but I don't see it happening. That's a good question. Or maybe a nice big pair of actual diamond earrings. I don't know. I really don't know. Any luxury brands that you haven't bought from yet that you would like to get, and who would you love to collaborate with that you haven't yet on a video? That's a good question. That is a very good question. So any luxury brands that I don't have that I would love to have? Not really. I mean, I can't, oh, I would like to have, is Polin? I'd like to have one of those little tiny Polin bags. I think those are so cute. I mean, I could say Hermes, but I don't really think I'm Hermes people, guys. So, I don't know. That's a hard question. Like, God, I was thinking the other day. Oh, I know. It's that one that Tanya and Connor in Australia. Hey, Connor, I forgot to say you too. If I went to Australia, I'd love to see Connor. It's got Fare La Page. I would love to have a bag from there. Those are really nice. And I'm influenced totally. So, who would I love to collaborate with? I mean, if I'm being selfish and whatever, I'd say, oh, you know, Minx for All, and Minnie from Minx for All, and, you know, Cassie, and I love them. I think they're great. I would like to collab with them, but I think the selfish part of me would do it just for the clout. And that's kind of crappy. But I'll collaborate with anybody. I don't, I won't kick anybody out of my bed for eating crackers, honey. I'm equal opportunity, you know what I mean? I'm an equal opportunity employer. Now, actually, I'm down to collaborate with anybody that wants to. I don't think I've ever turned anybody down. I may have forgotten you asked me and then had to circle back. That's just because I'm forgetful. But I like collabs, and if anybody approaches me with one, I'm usually down to do it. Just because, you know, Autumn was very nice. Autumn and Yota were very nice when I had no subscribers to actually allow me to collab with them. And I always had that in my mind. When anybody, I don't care if you have 5 subscribers or 50,000. Of course, nobody's ever, except for like Autumn, she's a lot. But I mean, if you come at me and say, will you collab? I'm always going to say, yeah, hell yeah, let's figure something out. Like, cause I appreciate them doing that for me. And, you know, I would do that for anybody else. That's just nice, man. You know? When did you first start collecting luxury handbags? Yeah, that one I already answered. That was from, okay, I think Rachel Plested, I'm sorry, she was the one that, she asked me, what's your favorite brand to buy from? That is, of course, Louis Vuitton and Coach, hands down. Kaylee Carroll, sorry I didn't mention your name on that last one. She's the one that asked me about any luxury brands that I haven't bought yet and who I would like to collaborate with. When did you, from Mimi Lynn 56, hey girl, when did you first start collecting luxury handbags? Luxury handbags in the 90s, late 90s. When I was early in the 90s, I got a Dooney and Burke bag. That was like my first, to me, that was like, y'all can't, you don't know anything about this. Like, you could not tell me nothing, girl. I loved that dude. I carried that mother effer until the wheels fell off it. I literally carried it until the handles fell off. Like, you could see the white junk coming out from the, like, I loved it. It was that really heavy leather. I know Says What will know what this is. I don't know what they call it, but it was this navy blue trimmed like a satchel with the top handle. Navy blue with the caramel brown. Of course, it was black by the time I got done with, because I had carried it everywhere. It had the, you know, little Dooney and Burke duck in the middle. Ugh, I loved that. That's what got me, woo, got me on it. Thank you, Mimi, for that question. MHR, what is your job? So I work, I cannot, unfortunately, where I work, they don't like you spreading them around on social media, so I don't ever mention my work. They've asked me a long, long time ago not to do that, and I respect that because I want to keep my job, girl. But I work for a large financial corporation. I just got a promotion, so I am moving from one part of the financial world to another one, which is called, I guess I can say it, risk analyst. I am becoming a risk analyst. So I'm very excited about that transition in the next couple weeks. So that is my job. I used to be a full-time radio DJ, a morning show host. I loved that as well. And then it got to where I didn't love it, and they didn't love me, so they said goodbye. What are your favorite things to do and places to go? Do you and hubby go on summer vacations? This is a good question. MHR, thank you for this question. We don't go on summer vacations because my husband is an HVAC salesman. So he sells heating, venting, and cooling. You can hear mine just came on. Summer is his busiest time of year. He does not take a vacation during the summer. We go in the spring and we go in the fall. That's when we take our vacations. Historically, that's when it's been. We got to get back into the vacationing route. But yeah, we are planning a trip in fall. And we will go anywhere. I love to go to Vegas. My cousin lives in Vegas, as I've said. And so probably a trip to Vegas coming up next spring. We love Disney, so we've gone to Disney a few times. We love to go to Disney. He loves to go to the beach. The kids love the beach. I don't care for the beach. I'm fair-skinned, and I get under an umbrella and then that sand and stuff. I'm like, no, I'm going back in the room. So what is your, thank you for that, MHR. Larissa Jackson, what is your favorite handbag? This is my favorite handbag. It really is. It just is. Dawn loves couture. Hey, Dawn. Love you, girl. Favorite comedian? I love Cat Williams. I think Cat Williams is the funniest person. That's the only comedy special. People who try to be funny, it's hard to make funny people laugh. And I cry laughing at Cat Williams. When he has a special on, boom, we watch that with the quickness. Do y'all remember in the 90s, Kings of Comedy, the Queens of Comedy? I love all of them. I love all of Monique, some more. I love all of it. Steve Harvey, Cedric, those people crack me up. Of all time, probably Carol Burnett, Lily Tomlin, somebody like that. Just love. I can't just narrow it down to one. How many shirts do you own? Oh, Lisa Mahon. Okay, it's probably in the at least 150, probably 150. I love a t-shirt, man. Yota style. Hi, honey. What or who was your inspiration to become a YouTuber? Girl, it was you and Autumn, of course. Psst, you already know that. What are your future goals personally and on YouTube? I mean, I'm just going to carry on like this. This is a funny question because I think she knows the answer. My nose keeps itching. Somebody must be coming to see me. But this is funny because she knows. I have always said, and y'all think I'm crazy, but I have always wanted to have a weight loss channel. There's one big, huge, glaring problem with that. I can't lose weight. Last year I lost a significant amount of weight. I have now put all that weight back on, every pound you heard, plus a couple more. My mom got sick. I did really good until my mom got sick, and then of course my mom passed away in April. So I just, food is my drug. So that's, I mean, personally, if I had a goal for YouTube, it would be that, Thank you. And has anyone told your husband anything? No, thank goodness. And girl, don't start now. So from Veronica Gonzalez, she just comes out and says, how can you afford all the bags? Curious. It's very simple. I touched on this a little bit. I do have a video where me, Autumn, and Yota did kind of say, I got into some big, huge trouble with credit cards. That's how I bought a lot of these bags, and I am now in the process of paying that back. So I had to implement a no card program. Do I slip? Yes, I do, because I'm very heavily influenced. I want everything, but I cannot afford everything. So a lot of these bags bankrolled from credit cards. Now, what I buy now, I have a savings account just for my bags, which I also put into a savings account from Digit. It's an app that you can find down below. If you want to help, I'm not sponsoring or anything. If you want help in saving money, that's how I do. Specifically for my bags, I have two separate accounts that I save for in bags, 4 bags in the bank. When I sell a bag, then I will usually, instead of paying off my debt, which I should, I will usually buy something else. And is it smart? No. I've gone through Affirm, Klarna. So yeah, saving is the best though for me, to tell you the truth. Oh, we're almost at the end. Favorite jewelry, bracelet stack pieces. It is this Tiffany beaded bracelet. I love this, and that's really my favorite. And this is something that my mom wore for 30 some odd years. It was a gift from an old employer, and she basically took it off the last week of her life and gave it to me. So this is my most important piece. Sorry. Gosh, guys, sorry. That question took me by surprise. I didn't, you know, it's always just right there, the the grief. So thank you, Shreya, for your question about my jewelry and bracelet stack. She also says fave things about each of the GAWDY gang. Oh gosh. Wow. I know this video is going to be like 2 hours long. Winnie is just the sweetest, nicest, caring, loving, cool, funny, talented person I have ever had the pleasure of meeting. I am crazy about her. I wish we could meet in real life. Let's see here. Autumn. Autumn is the most intelligent. She's also very caring and kind and loving. I know if I ever, she gives such great advice, and not just about YouTube and stuff, but she's just very smart and knowledgeable. So if I ever have a question about anything, like the other day I asked her a PayPal question, she pretty much solved it for me. And I was like, oh my God, I had no clue. So she's just very valuable, knowledgeable, a good friend to have. She's just someone you want in your corner. She's cool. I really, really, really like Autumn. I like all these gals. Anyway, let's see. Devin is just, he's just the baby I didn't have, right? He's just like a kid, you know, he's just like one of my kids. He's that sweet. I love him. And when I, you know, you might see us comment back and forth on each other's videos. I always say, I love you. I love you. He says he loves me. I honestly do. Devin, when he very first started commenting on my videos, I noticed that he had a channel and he only just had 3 or 4 videos up. And I was like, dude, I want to see you. Like, I need you to do some videos. So I'm glad that he did make a channel. I really find all of the content that he has just entertaining and fun, and he's just so, I don't know, he's so fashion, you know, he's got such a good fashion sense about him. Like, he finds stuff that I would never be able to find. Like, he's really, you know, he's really talented, and he's probably going to do very great things in his life. When I say I love Devin, I love all these girls, but Devin is just the sweetest, kindest, lovingest person that you would ever want to meet. He's so tender and sweet. I love that about him. Dawn. Oh, Dawn. I love Dawn. I love all these girls. I keep saying it, but Dawn is so, she and I, we have a lot of similarities. Dawn is me with street smarts. You know what I mean? Like, she's not one to be messed with. But she's also very kind-hearted, loving, very funny, talented. She's so smart about fashion and perfume and jewelry and stuff. She knows all, she's a wealth of information. Like, if you're not watching Dawn Loves Couture, get on that. All their channels, I will link down below. Love. Yota is the best. She really, when I say she's one of my best friends, she has become one of my best friends, and we've never met in real life. Isn't that weird? She is also very caring. She's loving. She's family oriented. She's about that family life. She's a good grandma, a good mom. She's a good wife. She's like everything that if I had a wife, I would want Yota to be. And we might make that happen, you know. That may come true one day. I said I'm going to move down there and become a throuple with her and Keith. That's still not off the table, guys. But Yota is very, very cool. She's very hip. She knows a lot about fashion. She knows what looks good. She's just she's smart. If I have a medical question, boom, she's on it. Like, I can ask her and she's like, okay, this is what you need to do. So, you know, because she's a nurse. So, yeah, I love, and she's a great artist. Autumn is too. They're very artistic people. I'm drawn to them because I just love them so much. And they're just great friends to have. I'm really glad that I've made the connections on YouTube that I have with everybody, really. Who's your celebrity hall pass from Brooke Sosa? Oh, God, how much time do we have left? Guys, I am into... So many. It's too many to list. Always for years it's been Colin Firth. But I don't know. He's kind of slipping lately. Thor. Hello. I think he is so hot. I love Asian guys. I love that Henry Golding. I think he's hot. And there was an actor. I can't think of his name. But he played, I think he's so cute, the character named Jason on The Good Place. Oh, he is hot as hot can be. Like, he would be one of my hall passes. That Bradley Whitford, who used to not be hot, and then he got silver haired, and now he's like, oh, hi, hey, bring nipples on fire. Oh God, Kevin Costner. But see, I've always thought that my husband, when they were younger, he kind of looked similar to Kevin Costner. So that's a logical step for me. But yeah, there's too many to mention, girl. There's so many. I know I'm leaving some that I really am. Brad Pitt has always been in my top 10 of hall passes. But yeah, that's a good question. Thank you, Brooke. And what is your favorite color? S. Berg. Thank you for that question. It's always something different, but I am partial to purple. I do love purple, but then I see something green and I'm like, oh, I really love green. Green's my favorite color. And then I see something red and I go, oh my God, I love red. So is rainbow a color though? So yeah, it'd be rainbow. I just thought of that, but yeah, I've seen that meme, is rainbow color. Yes. Rainbow. I love anything. I just love all colors. You can see my collection. I have just an array of blues and purples, and you know, I don't have any green bags anymore. Every time I get a green bag, I never end up carrying it. Isn't that odd? So maybe my love for green isn't as strong as I thought. Anyway, that is all the questions. Thank you so much for asking such great questions, guys. I loved every moment of it. You guys are so smart and so good to me, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, and also taking time out of your day to ask these questions. I'm hoping that this video won't be an hour, but I'm afraid it will. And if you stuck it out this far, put a purple heart emoji down if you've made it this far. Just check it. I'm giving you guys a quiz. Girl, listen, and I could ask you for one more thing. If y'all see my husband though, girl, don't tell him nothing. Bye. This is normally the part in the video where I tell you a story, but I think I've told you so many. I'm just gonna end it here. Girl, we love an inquisitive question asking biatch. Thank you. Is this crooked? Ugh, this fucking tripod. Okay.